You can go ahead. All right, we're live. Okay. Welcome. Happy Friday morning. The weather's changing. I see sweaters and coats and stuff. So anyway, so welcome to the agenda review. Tanya or Tim, one of the assistant county managers, please walk us through the agenda.
All right. Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. We are here for the agenda review of Wednesday, October 11th, and I'm going to hand it over to Nicole to talk about county announcements.
Good morning. We will have Fire Prevention Week. Well, Fire Prevention Week is from October 8th through the 14th. So we will have the fire marshal in to talk a little bit about that. And then we will also have some emergency management good news. And that's all I have.
I think everybody's, thank you for the warning. I think everybody's phone went off at exactly 1:20 last Wednesday. We were in a restaurant and the whole restaurant was going off. Everybody's, so anyway, that was good. Hopefully that was successful, I assume. Anyway, okay.
Okay, we'll have the adoptions of the minutes and then we'll move into proclamations. First proclamation will be declaring White Cane Safety Day, and accepting for that will be Randall Cabral. He's with the Kansas Braille Transcription Institute. Next proclamation will be declaring National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and accepting for that will be Goodwill Industries. On new business, that item D will actually move that to consent. This is a resolution to amend District 2's CAB Advisory Board, and that is to add a student position.
Okay.
Okay, item E. This, I think you received an email from Adrian on this. This is a new grant on the agenda. So this is an MRC Strong grant, and that actually stands for Medical Reserve Corps, State, Territory, and Tribal Nations Representative Organizations for Next Generation. And so what Adrian says about this is a federal pass-through grant. The grant funding will be from July 2023 through June of 2025 for a total of $100,000. This is a request for approval of a part-time volunteer management assistant position. And this position, I think, will help implement all processes to meet the volunteer unit standards set forth by KDHE, which will help with the Medical Reserve Corps Unit number 92. Which helps to respond for public health emergencies.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. This is the one that Adrian just sent us an email on. Question at the end for discussion in the email. She said that then when this grant runs out, she's going to roll this into normal staffing. And is this adding staffing, or I didn't quite understand her last sentence?
Good morning, commissioners. So
Good morning, Adrian.
good morning. So this is a part-time position, and it would be great if we could find funding to keep this ongoing, because we really want to have a robust Medical Reserve Corps. But at this time, when this funding runs out, we'll be looking at what we can do to absorb it with the staff that we have, and hopefully enough of the new processes will be running smoothly that that's something that we can do without too much burden.
Okay, well, just a couple questions. I hate adding to government, so I wouldn't be too anxious to add staffing at the end of it. Something we got from a grant. So that's one point. But second thing, right now, federal government spending is out of control. And I never turned down a grant because it's going to go somewhere else. But if we don't, if this is something that we could do anyway, why do we accept a grant for something that we could do anyway?
We're not able to do it right now because there's new processes that are expected of MRC units. And while we're recruiting new people and training them, we need additional assistance to be able to do what we need to do to meet requirements for the state.
Okay, well, I don't want to continue to grow government here. So at the end of this grant, I hope we got a way of moving forward without expanding government. Thank you.
I don't see any other questions. Go ahead, Tanya.
Next item is the report of Board of Bids and Contracts. We had two items on there. The first one was the EMS Billing Services Contract renewal. And the second item was Lake Afton Park for pavilion renovations. Okay. And then we'll move into consent. Item G is a temporary construction easement for project on 63rd Street South between Seneca and Broadway. There's no cost on that. And Lynn, I don't know if you have anything you want to add to that.
Lynn?
It's a temporary construction easement for we're replacing a drainage structure underneath 63rd. Just need to be able to get some room to put boots on the ground.
Okay.
Item H, this is a request to hire an assistant county counselor with vacation and sick hours available on the first day of employment. Then can't see the letter I wrote over that. What's the next one? Item I, thank you. That is an amendment to the capital campaign funding agreement with the Kansas African American Museum. Apparently last year in 2022, they did not invoice us for the funding. And so we're having to add that funding into this year. So for this year, we'll be adding that amendment. So it will be for 2022 and 2023. Okay. J then is an addition of a position to the health department staffing table. I think Adrian also did send an email on that. That position is adding a business analyst to the staffing table. This position would work with information technology staff on evaluating clinic workflow for vaccination and testing. We'll also evaluate disease investigation, data report creation, and public health emergency preparedness processes. So I'll stop there and see if you have any questions on that.
Questions? Anybody? Don't see any.
Okay, then the rest of the items K through M are all regular business.
Okay. I guess wait for Commissioner Lopez, but we don't have a large items on new business. I don't know if she wants to comment or say anything about the youth, adding the youth to her cab, but we'll just let that happen. If she wants to pull it and comment about it, that's fine. Any other thoughts, questions? Adrian, thanks again for being available. And fire agenda. Oh, sorry about that. Go.
Okay, we do have a fire agenda and it is just one item on there for the boards of bids and contracts. We had two items and they were for two squad trucks and then the accompanying slip and pump and tank units for those squad trucks.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't have a problem with the squad trucks because they showed the mileage and so forth in the big board. But I don't understand why we can't transfer those apparatus from the old trucks to the new trucks. We do that on a lot of different things. Why do we have to buy new tanks and so forth?
I'll have Doug and Brian reach out to you and answer that question for you. But essentially, after those have run for about 10 years, I think the pump system and everything's wearing out and they replace them so that they have reliable equipment when they're on scene. But I'll let them answer that for you.
I'd like that answer because I can see the trucks wearing out. We're driving them around, but we're not running those pumps continuously while we're driving that truck. So occasionally you're going to use them, but just occasionally. So
No, I'll have them visit with you before Wednesday.
thank you.
Okay. Anything else? I don't see anybody, any of the electeds here. Sheena, welcome to the meeting. Okay. Don't say anything. Happy Friday, everybody, and we'll see you. And Monday is why don't you make sure we understand what are we doing Monday?
Okay, so Monday is our in-service day and it's an employee recognition and service award day. So that will actually start at 7 o'clock. We have breakfast for our employees starting from 7 to 9. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll start with our program. our county manager will open the day, and then we have a speaker coming, Dr. Marche Randall from Wichita State. She'll talk about the value of public service. She'll have about a 30-minute presentation, and then we'll go into our value awards. We have 5 different values that we'll be presenting those awards to various employees. And then we'll go into our service awards. So we're looking at probably to finish around 11:30 that day. And then we do have some employees that won't be able to make it because they will be working on site. And so we've arranged for breakfast to be picked up on site and to be delivered to those employees that won't be able to make it. So.
Okay. And commissioners are invited and welcome to attend any and all or whatever.
Commissioners are invited. We are asking commissioners to be part of the ceremony. We're asking you all to be presenting the value awards, and then also to be there to shake each employee's hands when they come across the stage for the service awards.
Okay. And what time is that about?
That portion,
Yeah.
probably about 9:45
Okay.
is when that
All
will
right.
start on the stage.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And then one other thing I might just mention, because we talk about a lot, is the mental health hospital. The first meeting of the mental health advisory panel will be that afternoon, 1 o'clock in this room.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Have a safe weekend.
Okay.